Hey guys, welcome back. So today's video has been long awaited, and that is my updated minimalist makeup haul. I really hope you guys enjoy this because I'm not a makeup guru. I don't plan on ever being one. I just want to show you what I have been using. And I mean, I went from being a makeup hoarder to only owning 10 items. And by the way, this is the bag that I keep it in. This side is for like traveling essentials, which obviously we're not traveling right now, but this side is just where my makeup is. That's everything I own. And if you would like to see what is in this side of the bag, keep on watching. Oh, and by the way, everything that I will be mentioning will be linked down below so you guys can check it out for yourself, along with what shade I am in, what eyeshadows I use, the name of them. Everything will be linked down below. So anyways, let's just get on into this. So the first thing that I want to talk about is the eyeshadow case that I have. And the reason why I want to talk about this first is because I get a lot of questions on my Instagram, even through YouTube. You guys have already seen me use this. And I've already said that it was in one of my favorite videos a couple months back. But till this day, I just love this eyeshadow holder. It is 100% bamboo. It is magnetic. It has two little magnetic little circles here. So when it comes down, it's completely locked and sealed, along with this whole back piece, completely magnetic as well. And this is like a, I don't know, I want to say like a fiberglass kind of. I don't know how you want to say it. It's not plastic. It's very, very thick, and it's not flimsy. So has not broken, and I have dropped this quite a few times and nothing has happened to it just yet, so I consider myself lucky, and I also consider this a really good product. Again, I will have this little eyeshadow thing linked down below. They have all different sizes on the website. Their whole line is vegan, which obviously I love. Every makeup item I'm going to mention to you guys is vegan, and I switch all of my stuff to that. Not just cruelty free, but vegan. So no beeswax, no none of that stuff in my products. And I just wanted to mention that before going through all the little stuff that I put on my face. So anyways, this eyeshadow palette is so worth the money, especially when you can make your own. So DIYing your palette is the best way to save money. And the reason for that is because I remember buying like palettes back in the day where there would be like two colors that were the light colors that I loved, and then the other 10 shades were just the colors I never used, like the yellows, the greens, and just colors that didn't fit me and I didn't feel comfortable wearing. So with these like magnetic little DIY palette makers, it's just awesome because you get to choose the little eyeshadows that you like and that you can use all the time, that you know you're going to use all the time, instead of wasting your money. Alright, enough about the case. Let's talk about what's inside. The first thing you are seeing is 3 eyeshadows, all neutral colors and 1 dark color. That's all I wear, and that's what I feel comfortable wearing. I never venture out with colors because I barely wear makeup, only usually like when to film or if we're going out, which let's face it, we're not going out right now, but you guys know what I mean, especially for vacation as well. So my eyeshadows and my setting powder, they're all from ColourPop. The reason why I got these from ColourPop and not Elate Cosmetics is because the colors that I wanted on Elate were sold out, and I didn't want to wait because I didn't have any eyeshadow at the time. So I went to ColourPop, and these were all labeled vegan and they were cheap, so I got them and I really like them. Eventually I will switch over to Elate, but for my budget right now, because I know Elate's one of these is like $14, which is not bad, but I paid only $4 for each of these on ColourPop. So ColourPop's price range is definitely when you are on a budget, and it's awesome because the quality is so good. It's so much better than actually e.l.f. And I used to wear e.l.f. all the time, but I don't know what it is about ColourPop and their eyeshadows. They're just so buttery, they're not powdery, and they just really, I'm wearing them on my eyes right now. I know you can't see. Again, I like a more natural look. So anyways, the colors that I have for the eyeshadow is Cloud 9, which is the dark color, and then for the light color I have Hear Me Out, and for the neutral brown color it's called Wake Up Call. So that's what I have when it comes to the eyeshadows. And also, you do not have to copy me. You can choose your own eyeshadows to add here. As you can tell, it has a magnet back, and then it just goes right in there. You can place them any way you like. I like them in a kind of like triangle state, or upside down triangle. that's kind of like what I go for. I like it to be nice and neat. Now the thing with the setting powder is I feel like I can live without now because I really don't need it as much. And the color that I have is called Fair 18C3, if that makes any sense to you guys. It's just fair, so I didn't really want it to show. I am very like pale, I guess you could say. And no, I don't tan. I don't like tanning. I actually don't tan. Long story short, I get really, really red, and then after that I get a lot of freckles. So kind of like sunspots, I would say, because it's just, I have a lot of sunspots on me from back in the day when I didn't listen to my skin. My skin does not like the sun. So anyways, I am fair skinned, so if you are my complexion, then that will be fine for you. You could set your foundation, you could set your concealer, which I use it to set my concealer, and it works pretty good. I kind of don't see a difference. It does add a smooth effect to it, but not like, you know, Photoshop-y kind of filter. It just makes like kind of like the shine go away and makes it a little bit smoother. I don't know, I don't really see that big of a difference. That's why I feel like I could live without it. But if you like setting powders, then maybe give that one a try. So that is everything that I wear on my eyes, and obviously the setting powder too. I know it's kind of like random, but this whole thing, to make this whole thing, I want to say it cost me a little under $34 because I have to consider the tax. So obviously they tax you. The case was, I believe I paid $16 for it. These were like $4 each, so a little bit under $34. I'm not good with math. You guys do the math for me. So now let's move on to the other items I have. Alright, so the next item I have is my concealer, which it is from Tarte. I've already talked about this. This is the only concealer that I love and I stand by. I've already bought 2 of these. So this is my second one. I went through the first bottle last year when I went to DR. I absolutely love this brand for, I would say, concealer, because I don't know anything else they make. But the packaging is awesome. The only thing is it is glass, so you have to be careful. Every time I drop it, I'm like, did it shatter? And I know it's that frosted glass, which is hard to break. But I have seen reviews that people have broken these, and it looks like a murder scene when these things break because, you know, shatters of glass is everywhere, concealer is everywhere, so be careful if you do purchase this item. Another thing you want to consider with purchasing this is it is expensive. I think I paid around $28 or maybe $30. I don't remember because I purchased this quite a while ago, a couple months back, and it's still a lot in here. Obviously, I don't wear makeup every day, only to film and stuff. But it is pricey, so if you do your makeup every day, maybe look into getting a bigger bottle than this. If they sell them, I don't know. I'm not a beauty guru, but look into that. So the one that I have is called the Creaseless Concealer from Tarte. The shade I am in is a light medium neutral. I really thought that I was a lighter shade because this looks pretty dark. And I went to Ulta last year to find the right shade of concealer for me. And the girls were kind enough to help me out there. And the one thing that I told the girls was I need it to be vegan. So they tried like the Kat Von D one on me. And I like it, but that Kat Von D one was a little bit too much makeup for me. Again, I like a very natural look, and that's what this one does. It does take the bags out of my eyes. A little bit too much Netflix at night, so I do look tired, but this definitely covers it up and it's worth the price, especially if you do not use it all the time. Again, I use it like once a week. But yeah, so give this one a try if you are looking for a new concealer because it's so worth it and it's vegan, so that's the reason why I got it too. The next thing on the list is my eyebrow pencil. I have been getting questions about this little guy for a while now, and let me tell you, I love eyebrow pencils like this because they're easy to use. You just have to push them up, draw, and call it a day. I buy one every year. They're good for 24 months when you open them. So, I mean, I don't go through them like crazy. I do have full eyebrows, but when I want them to look a little bit more filled in, because some areas are sparse, this is what I use. It comes with a spoolie, the push little pencil thing, and this one is from Cella. I think that's how you say it. But it is a 100% vegan brand on Amazon. The only downside to this pencil is that it's pricey. As for my budget as of right now, with me only having YouTube as an income and my boyfriend obviously lost his job, when I do need to repurchase this, I won't be repurchasing this one because it was $20 and this is almost out. So the reason for that is I know that I can get like a cheaper one. So maybe I will go back to e.l.f. Their eyebrow pencil. I believe it's vegan. If it's not, then I will try to find a cheaper one. If you guys know any other cheaper eyebrow pencils, let me know down below. But I feel like they all do the same. This one is perfectly fine. I used it this morning. It's nice and smooth. I know they have an Anastasia one. It's the same price as this one. I like the packaging on this one rather than the Anastasia one. And I know packaging shouldn't be a thing because, I mean, they go in the trash anyways, which is bad. But I do put this in the recycle bin because because it says it on it. So when I'm done with this, I put it in the recycle bin over here. But the thing with this eyebrow pencil is that you have to get your right shade. If you do not get the right shade of your eyebrows, people are gonna notice. Trust me, I feel like that's the most difficult thing about this one. So the shade that I got, it looks a lot lighter on the pencil than my actual eyebrow. So that's why I was like really worried when this came in. And the shade I got was a luscious light brown. And I know my hair is black. No, I do not dye my eyebrows. I'm not a fan of that. I mean, as for me, I'm not trying to dye my eyebrows. Unless they turn gray, then I will dye them. But when it comes to these kind of pencils, I like it to match my eyebrows, which is my natural color. And my natural color for my hair is a light brown. I know you guys are seeing my hair really dark and black. I dye it once a year, and the color that I dye my hair is jet black. I'm just not a fan of my hair being a light brown. This is just what I like. But as for my eyebrows, I know they look like they match my hair. It's because I've always gotten the light brown shade when it came to pencils, and it just works out. So anyways, give this one a try if you have the money to spend. I will leave a cheaper version. I will do my research and leave a cheaper version down below. But this one is actually really good. And again, I always get the ones with the spoolies because that's when I brush out the pencil marks, just so it doesn't look too like in your face that I drew my eyebrows in, because that's the worst. And the last thing that I use on my face is my lip gloss. So again, you guys aren't seeing any mascara or anything because I don't wear that anymore. But this lip gloss is something that I've been looking for everywhere. I talked to you guys about finding a vegan brand that was a neutral color, and a lot of you guys suggested this Babo Botanicals. I think that's how you say it. It's just a hydrating lip gloss basically. The color that I got is Nude Pearl. It's perfect for me. Again, it's just something that is very simple, your typical lip gloss brush. This lip gloss is 100% vegan. This whole brand is, I believe. It was pricey. It was around $17, but it's just so worth it. And again, I looked high and low when it came to lip gloss, and this is what I am sticking with for now. Maybe there'll be a cheaper version down the road I find, but as of like right now, this is what I've been using. This is my first bottle, and again, I've only had it for, I want to say like 5 months, 6 months, and these are good for 12 months. So I mean, there's still a lot left. It lasts a while. Again, I don't wear this every day. I wear it when I film or if we go out. I make all my makeup last. I don't just waste it all just to sit around in the house. So that is all the makeup that I use on my face, and you guys are probably wondering, what do I use to put all that makeup on my face? This is what I use. This is actually all I use, I should say. I only own 3 makeup brushes, and it makes my life so much easier than having a bunch of brushes and dreading to wash them all. I know you feel the same way I feel. When I used to love makeup back in the day, I would have like 30 to 50 brushes, and I never wanted to wash them. So I narrowed it down and made my life easier with 3. So my brushes I've had for, oh my goodness, I want to say probably 4 or 5 years now. And the thing with these brushes is they are bamboo, they are vegan, and they're from Equal Tools. There's one side note that I want to put in here. I do not think they sell these separately. I will try my best to find them and link them down below for you guys. But these were from my collection back then that I just kept. They're not labeled, so I'm just guessing here. So the first one that I want to talk about is the blush brush. It's not that big. Like, I've seen a lot of big blush brushes. It's a decent size. I don't wear blush. What I use this for is to block my face. So when I'm done putting my concealer on, I'm done blending it in, I go in with that setting powder and I just go under. I just basically take the shine off my face with this. That's what this is for. I like it. Again, it's a little bent, if you guys can see. It's going that way because I'm constantly like using that same side. I don't know why I always go to that same side. But it's a good brush and no bristles have fell out. I've washed this, I want to say more than 50 to 60 times already in the past couple, not even couple of years, in the past like 5 years, and still going strong. Speaking of concealer, this is what I use to put my concealer on. The thing with this brush, it is not labeled for concealer. I forgot what this was labeled for. Again, I'll try to find it. I love using these kind of brushes instead of like a beauty blender or anything like that, because the thing with the beauty blender is it doesn't last. I rather use this and it's just so much easier. So what I do is I don't drag my concealer. Again, I don't wear foundation, just concealer. That's why I keep saying that. So what I do is when the concealer is on, I only put 2 stripes of concealer. That's it, so I can save some product. And I just go like this with it. I dab. So basically this is my eye and I am just dabbing underneath it. Sorry, I'm trying to see myself in the viewfinder, seeing if I'm making any sense. But yeah, this is awesome for concealer. I'm not sure about foundation because that would be a lot of work and it is kind of small. But I mean, if you're like me and you only wear concealer, definitely get this. It's so worth it. And again, Equal Tools is cheap, so you can buy these bamboo brushes and they will last you forever. And the last brush, it is a little tricky, but that is my only eyeshadow brush, which is this little guy right here. It is a semi-fluffy brush, kinda. I know a lot of people don't use one eyeshadow brush for 3 eyeshadows. I don't feel the need to have a crease brush or an eyeshadow brush or, you know, all those kind of brushes for your eyes. What I normally do, and I will actually show you guys. So I grab this, like the brown shade, the lighter brown shade. So I would just go in on top, and then when that's done, I will put the lighter shade in the corner right here, blend it out. And again, I'm using the same one, but I will wipe the excess off. I should have said that first. Hence, you guys know why I don't even do these makeup videos, because I'm all over the place. But before using the next eyeshadow, I will wipe the excess off and then go in with the next one. I know a lot of people use toilet paper and you know, those things in the house. I'm just gonna use my hand because I can wash it off instead of wasting product that's in the house. So the last step, it is tricky, and that is the dark shade. I go very light taps, take off the excess, and then go in the corner, half, like a quarter moon shape in the corner. This is the only brush I use. It works great for me. I've been doing this for years with one brush, and I'm gonna keep doing this because this is the one brush that has not failed me. I've used a ton of eyeshadow brushes, especially like the flat ones, to put the eyeshadow on. Do not buy those, you guys. Those are such a waste of money. You're better off using your finger. So what I do to, like, if I want to pack on the eyeshadow and not use this, I use my finger and dab it on. I dab it onto my lid. So anyways, I'm not going to go on and on about eyeshadow, but this is what I use for my eyes and it just works. So there you guys have it. This is all of my makeup. I can actually hold it in one hand. If someone was to tell me that 10 years ago, Kiara, you would be able to hold all the makeup you own in one hand, I would have laughed at them. But I mean, this is a miracle to me because, again, I used to be a makeup hoarder. But yeah, this is what I use on my face, everything that I have on right now. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, I will have everything linked down below for you guys to check it out. And I think that's about it. So if you guys have any other questions, let me know through the comment section, or you can always message me on Instagram. I know I take a while to get back to messages. There's just a lot of messages in my inbox, so it takes me quite a while to read them, but I will get to them as soon as I can. And I will catch you guys in the next video.